The big story we're tracking this morning, former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh has been summoned as an accused in the coal scam. Dr. Manmohan Singh has been summoned by the special court along with the other accused who have been asked to appear before the court on the 8th of April. Dr. Manmohan Singh held the coal portfolio at the time of the alleged scam. The court has summoned the former Prime Minister along with top bureaucrats and industrialists on charges of criminal conspiracy, breach of trust and under provisions of the Prevention of Corruption Act. Industrialist Kumar Mangalam Birla and former Coal Secretary P.C. Parekh have also been summoned as accused by the special court.
It is a Congress scam because the letters used to come from somewhere else from the government. Jayanti Natarajan has already said it, how the letters used to come to recommend or to block the projects. Even in coal, it is well-known fact that there was extraneous influence. And therefore, CBI is inquiring. Yesterday, Digvijay Singh in his address said that Manmohan Singh wanted to do auction, but Congress did not allow him. And today, because of this Congress scene, a Congress scam, now Manmohan ji, economist Prime Minister, had to face the CBI charges.
Let's get an word from our Deputy Editor Atir Khan, who's with us live from the National Capital this morning. Atir, even though almost everyone across the political spectrum agrees that former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh is a man of impeccable integrity, the coal scam is something that is going to blemish his political career. He has now been summoned in the coal scam as an accused.
Well, that's right. You know, this follows the court's December 16 order in which it had directed CBI to examine former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and others. Now the court has come up with its order on this case and has summoned Prime Minister, former Prime Minister, former Coal Secretary as an accused before the court. So this is the interpretation of the court, which is based on its reading of the case. But it is also an opportunity for the former Prime Minister to come up and give his side of the story, which has not come out so far. And also the former Coal Secretary, who's in fact worked in exposing the corruption in the coal ministry. It's ironical that he has also been called as an accused by the court. Simi?
Absolutely. And Atir, Dr. Manmohan Singh had been asked to join the CBI for questioning a few weeks earlier as well.
Well, that's right. He had been examined once and he's given his statement, but then the court has its own interpretation, and perhaps it wants to look into all the angles before it arrives to the final conclusion. So it is the judicial process which has which is following, and on the 8th of April, the Prime Minister has been summoned. We'll have to wait and watch what he's going to do, what will be his legal action in this case. But really, it's an unprecedented move that a former Prime Minister has been called as an accused in a case of Prevention of Corruption Act.
Absolutely, Atir. Thanks so much for those updates. Big story we're tracking here. A former Prime Minister has been summoned as an accused in a scam. He is to appear before a special court on the 8th of April. We're going to keep coming back to you for more reactions, Atir.